Hey everyone, this is Dr. Briley. Stay healthy, wealthy, and wise, and never apologize for wanting more out of life. All right, everybody, we are back on season 3. We have a special guest here today. I'm excited because we are going to be talking about, to me, right now, one of the fastest growing areas. But let me introduce myself, and my name is Dr. Briley, and who is our guest today?
Hi, Terry Albert, the president of the Southwest Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, and see, Montgomery County, and I tell you, the area is growing by leaps and
Oh,
bounds.
it's unbelievable right now. Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that a little bit. But before we get started, you know how we do. We always share like a funny story or something funny. And I will let my guest go first.
Oh, okay. Well, you made me think. So, we're dog people. And recently I own another business called Ace Handyman Services.
Oh.
And one of my craftsmen was late. So I went over to the customer's house because they needed a doorknob changed. And this little Maine Coon cat was batting around my screws on the floor, right? And I was playing with it, and I took a couple pictures, and I sent it to my wife. Well, fast forward, we have 2 Maine Coon cats now. One's Ted, the other one is Bill. So Bill and Ted, for those who may reference that old movie, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. But anyway, so these are giant 20-pound cats for 2 people that were dog people. So I guess, I don't know how we became cat people. They've destroyed everything in the house. All our furniture is clawed up. But when I sat down at night and I sat down in my little spot in the couch and Ted jumps in my lap, he's mine, and he picked me from the beginning.
Right.
Because he knew what he was doing to break my heart when he's cutting the little screwed around.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was a foster home, so
right.
I knew he was up for adoption. And why did I send pictures to my wife? I don't know.
Oh, that means I can't hang out with you. Because I have all kind of animals. Because I just fall for it. I fall for it. But before the show was starting, we was kind of talking about dogs and different things. So my funny thing or something that happened was, people that have dogs, the zombies and the dogs are, and so I have 2 giant schnauzers. Don't ask me why I did that, but I did because I thought they needed playmates, right?
Yeah.
So I have.
You always got the 2.
Gotta get two, right? And I wasn't prepared, I must say, but they're north and south, and actually I wanted 4. That's why I said I can't hang with you because I wanted north, south, east, and west. We're gonna hold off on east and west right now. But I was outside and I was walking south, and he had the zombies. And when I tell you, he was on a leash and he juke. I thought I was in a Superman movie because I was gone. And so I wish somebody had filmed that because I was gone. I was like, oh my goodness. And I kind of fell, but it's all good because it's my love, my dog. You just love the animals, right?
That's right.
But let's talk about the area, man. It's amazing, number one, to see the growth. I'm excited. I like to see areas grow. I love it because, being in areas of growth, it brings like new opportunities, new jobs, new, people from everywhere. And we do know Texas is one of the fastest growing areas all over, not just in your area too, but I'm just saying all over. Different parts of Texas have had a lot of traction because we're pretty affordable to live here.
Right.
We're pretty affordable, and we have so many people that view our show from all over, and it kind of helps guides them to different areas. But every area brings you a little bit of something, So your journey. Let's start with your journey first of being a chamber. What president? Just like what? How did you? I mean, what did you? How did you jump in?
Well, I came here in 2010.
Okay.
And I was the CEO and general manager of the Texas Renaissance Festival. Before that, I was in the music and entertainment industry. I did large music festivals, concerts, and events at Sam Houston Race Park. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So,
we didn't talk on the phone, Terry.
I didn't tell you that.
I didn't know that.
So I did theme park management for about 12 years. And then it was about the same time that COVID happened.
Okay.
Me and my wife, while we were at home, because all the theme parks were closed down, we said we wanted to open an essential business, so we opened Ace Handyman Services, which is we have 3 territories, part of Ace Hardware.
Okay.
And we opened that up, and after about 5 years, I recognized that I was just going into the office and kind of just did not be at home.
Right.
But my office manager and general manager were running the place,
Right.
doing a good job. During that whole time from 2010 up until before I took the job, I've been on the board for the Magnolia Chamber of Commerce, the Magnolia Parkway Chamber of Commerce, and now the Southwest Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce. It's all the same chamber. We just changed names.
Right.
Because when we started out Magnolia and then we merged with the Magnolia Parkway, we became the Magnolia Parkway. And then we said, okay, we're really servicing a larger area, so now we're called Southwest Montgomery County.
Right.
So I was the chair 3 times. Just recently.
And that's work. That's work. Thank you for your service on that, because that's people don't realize how much work comes with being a chair.
Everybody calls you, right? Yeah. Right. So, and after being the chair 3 times, we had the president position opened up. Again, I said I have my own small business, so I'm uniquely, have that.
Right.
And being a part of a chamber president is helping small business.
Right.
So I have that knowledge. Running events and special events, I have that because of the Renaissance, 600,000 people over 8 weekends, and all the logistics that run that place, and the concert music industry. So my background was in entertainment, bringing people together. I put my name in the hat to the chamber board. I was still on it, and went to our annual retreat meeting, and they voted me in unanimously. I took the job in November, to stabilize what was already the Chamber of Commerce, and because I knew what the board wanted the president to be doing, because I've been on the board directing the president in the past.
Right.
So it made a lot of sense.
Right.
I've been in the community, again, know all the elected officials. Everybody knows my name. We didn't have to go out and hire somebody.
Right.
I was blessed, and it was my calling.
Right.
So I took it.
Well, that's good, and I'm glad that you're, there doing the work that you're doing, because it takes a lot of energy, a strong person, and it also takes the availability of understanding the industry of where you're at, like the area. The Renaissance Festival had you to understand the area, like the dynamics of the area and the newness of the dynamics of the area, because it's steadily moving. And that's, it's steadily moving. And that's why I said it's a great thing when it moves, and you're able to keep a pulse on it. You're able to understand it better than anybody that can understand it, because you're able to keep a pulse on it, right? Yeah. So let's dive into, I know you've been going around doing presentations, talking about, the dynamics of the area, and what the chamber is doing, the initiatives and things. Can you share a little bit of the PowerPoint presentations that y'all have talked about, and some of the things that you've been going around everywhere to talk about?
Well, we set our goals to, by the end of 2027, to grow from 400 to 600 members. So, and we are on that way right now. We've added about 75 members in the first 6 months. So we're on our way towards that 500 goal. And with that, we are increasing membership benefits, because I come from a marketing background too. And I understand what it takes to market your small business. So a lot of our packages that we have for membership have different elements in it that we can use to help people get to their businesses. We operate them in a way that we can draw attention for specials that they got going on. But so that's the biggest, is the membership growth. But we're also setting, as a kind of a culture change. So I believe in family, faith, and friendship. We start out with faith, which means that we take off every luncheon, every board meeting, every committee meeting with a prayer to guide us and to make sure that, we're asking for wisdom as to what we're about to do. And then we have fun. So our chamber luncheons have moved into things like quick draws between the sheriff and the constable, or, something where it's fun. The next one's going to be at Two Step Farms, and we're going to have live music. So we
Okay.
got live music before the luncheon. We're going to have a text dot presentation on the road updates,
Yes.
which ought to have enough fireworks in that. And then we're going to move on and do our program with Two Step Farms, where they talk about their new development that's out here.
Right.
So all those kind of things. And then the last is family.
Right.
Again, I have been here for 15 years, and I believe that what the chamber's job is to create that hometown family feel where you can be connected with everybody in your community.
Right.
You can call on people if you need help, and they'll show up. And right now, we have the strongest board I've ever seen on the chamber, and they'll do anything for me right now because we've worked together for so long,
Right.
and we know we're sitting on.
And they want to see it win.
They want to see it to be successful.
Yeah,
100%.
they want to see it win.
And they want me to be successful.
Right.
Because, now they're cheering for me because they know me for all this time.
Right.
So it's
Right.
it's been a blessing on my soul
Right.
to be a part of the chamber and to be in this position.
Well, when you even said the prayer part, that's a huge factor that I've experienced in this area. I've actually was at Brookshire grocery store. And my sister was on one aisle and I was somewhere else. And a lady came up to her and she says, "Darling, I would like to pray for you." And I was like, you don't get that everywhere. Like, you don't get the feel of hometown everywhere,
It sets
right?
you back sometimes whenever people ask you that. Because, right, walking into the chamber office,
Right.
right down is the Magnolia Diner.
Right.
And I went down because they had a table set up outside. And there was some guys in there selling, crosses, raising money for
Right.
veterans. And, I bought a cross and they said, "Can I pray with you?" Wow.
I know.
Yes, you can pray for me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Please.
Please pray. I need all the prayer you can give me.
Right.
And
So
it's
that's
awesome.
good.
Yeah, it's community.
And so that's what I'm saying is community. So when my viewers, you're looking and I bring different people on the show, there's all different areas. So you have Houston, right? Boom, boom, busy, busy, busy. Nothing wrong with that. Then you have all these subsidiaries around that bring amazing things. Everybody's area brings something of uniqueness, of dynamics to, changing things. And if you see something and you like it and you're like, "Man, I would love to live in that area. I want to know, about the houses and what's in the area for me to live that experience." And beautiful developments are coming, like beautiful. And I'll let you talk more about like what's in your area and okay, let me also say this. Chamber life, as a former chamber president, right? Chamber life, we don't necessarily like say we draw the line. We don't do that. We're very friendly with each other when we're, chamber presidents, when you're in that spot. So we're not going to say like that's the area. But when I'm asking about with area is, the vastness of your area. Tell me more about it when it comes to like your homes and your.
Yeah. So right now, major developments, and they all have. It's amazing what they're doing. So you have Creston with the Boot House, and now they're gonna have live music every Friday night out there in their green area for the community. Colton, and it's amazing in size, and then you have the Magnolia Lagoon. That's supposed to be opening up soon. So now you have a 4-acre blue water lagoon with white sandy beaches, swim up bars.
Right.
And I'm going, and we're talking with those guys, and they're fixing to be our newest chamber member, but they haven't opened yet, so no need for us just yet. But I keep checking in with them. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
And then Two Step Farms, which they have 400 goats out there clearing the land. That's how they clear the property where they're going to build the houses for the
Right.
next section, right? And then they have a 600-person green hall style amphitheater that they're going to have live music in.
Yeah.
I mean, and these are just some of the new communities that are coming to our area that are going to give life to this whole community, because you're going to move into these areas, and each one of them's going to have a little different flavor and what you want to move into. But with the new communities and all those homes being built comes Academy, comes Home Depot, comes Lowe's, comes all the giant developments. And, I go back to Bruce Hildegeist, who's a mentor of mine.
Amazing person.
Amazing guy. Tomball wasn't always what we know Tomball is today.
Right.
Tomball was a 2-lane road
Right.
that you drove through, right?
Right.
And look at it now.
Right.
And with our development, it's going to, I lean on him and say, hey, what do I do?
Right.
You know, this
Right.
chamber's, you know, kind of like Tomball was
Right.
maybe 15 years ago.
Right.
And give us 10, 15 years, we're going to be just the same size or
Right.
larger than the neighboring Tomball. You're right.
Right.
And we have shared members.
Yes.
Many shared members.
Yes.
Because Texas Regional Bank has an office there. And
Yes.
so they have memberships at both, and they go back and forth between our luncheons.
Right.
So, you know, that's a great community.
And that's why I like to
and
tell
they help
the,
each other.
right.
We help
And that's
each
why I
other.
want to tell the viewers that it's not because we have multiple chamber presidents on here, and it's not the way that we operate is we help each other. Bruce was one of my people I would lean on and say, hey, you know, what should we do here? And what when I was in that role, and that's phenomenal to have people that want to see your area succeed as much as you want to see your area succeed.
What I loved is the luncheon that I had with Bruce before I started. You know, I sat down. I said, "I'm using you. I want you." You know, they said, "Don't ask someone to be a mentor. Just ask them to lunch." Right.
Right.
So I said, "I'd ask you to lunch because I want you to be a mentor." And he said, "Terry," he goes, "with your background," he goes, "there's things I can learn from you."
Yeah.
So as we started talking about the differences between the chambers and things that we do, he's
Right.
over there writing notes down.
Right.
And he goes, and you know, and then when we started our own podcast,
Right.
you know, he sent me a message and goes, "Hey, I walked into a meeting and I hear you're starting a podcast." He goes, "Now, you know, we're going to have to do something." So, you know, it's like we push each other to be successful, and we also learn. And,
Right.
you know, they say there's what the best form of flattery is copying somebody, I guess.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's, you know, so we watch each other and see what successes each one of
Right.
us are having. And then, you know, there's nothing.
It's a win.
Nobody's
going to
hurt each other.
Right. It's a win in all of it. And, you know, that people talk about, well, you say that, but membership is membership driven and you need the money but when you play the game well, which is life is a game, right? And you're very humble and you're gracious and gratifying. You know, you're gracious to say thank you and can I help you? You never lose. Like you never lose. I tell people that all the time. There's enough. You don't look at the dollar signs, and yes, you have to pay for the lights, and there's so many things you have to think about being in those roles, but you never lose. Like if you do it right, you never lose.
If you do it right, culture will change,
Yeah.
and it will be successful.
Yeah,
We have to give it time for culture to change and some of the things that come along. And that's kind of where we're at, you know. So we're 6 months into this new team. I have 2 new staff members. One does marketing, Gabrielle. She's amazing. She does the TikToks and everything else. And I show up on Friday. She goes, "Hey, I got an idea for a TikTok." I'm like, "Oh, no."
TikTok time.
Yeah, okay. And then Melinda, she's an amazing. She came from the Texas Horse Racing Hall of Fame. She's executive director of that. And just has a passion for people. Her father was the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce president, so it's in her blood. And I always say chamber life isn't something you're doing because you're trying to get a paycheck. You're doing it because you love it.
Right.
Right.
It's
So everybody
strictly
in the
love.
staff, it's
right.
love.
It is because there's days, sometimes you don't get home until real late because events, and there's always events,
Yes.
always things happening. And sometimes you have to wake up very early and then get home very late and run your own business because a lot of people have their own business as the chamber president. So it's very rewarding though.
Oh, 100%.
You know, and it's hard to explain that to people on how rewarding it is because it's more than just ribbon cuttings, kissing babies, and hugging, holding babies.
We
kissing
do that
babies, and
too, though.
ribbon. Yeah, really. And it's more than just that. It's really about family, like you said, and relationship building. Yeah. Because I also love and wanted to hear when things were going good with people and when things were going bad. Because if anything was going bad, I want to know how I can help you in that entity. And how did he get that way? So we can, because I wouldn't want 3 other businesses to go through that. So, but you have to build that relationship first to, that partnership.
Well, I always say you're the connector.
Right.
And I think that is the ultimate job of a chamber of commerce is to connect people.
Right.
Strategic partners that can help you with your business. And it may not be exactly in the same line as your business,
Right.
but it could be somebody who does something similar.
Right.
That's learned a lesson from something they've done in the past that can help teach you how to not fall into that same trap.
Right.
So,
and guide you where you
guide
can
you
be
through.
strategically strong in your business.
Amen.
Because if you have more businesses in your area that are strong, and there's small businesses that are strong. They're more likely to continue to stay and do other businesses within the area. So geographically, I know, like I said, we don't have lines, but is it just all of Magnolia plus a little bit of Montgomery? You know, because Montgomery extends, you know, far out. So where about?
So our members run all the way from probably the city of Montgomery.
Okay.
Out that way, all the way to Pinehurst.
Oh, okay.
Where we kind of hit the Tomball Chamber of Commerce. They'd be better served being a member of the Tomball Chamber, but at that point, we're kind of in the middle ground, right?
Right.
So, and that hasn't really developed yet, so it's not really it's going to, yeah. And then, you know, of course, we go down 1488 from, we don't call it New and Old Magnolia, just East and West, because it's all Magnolia. So we go from 1774 out here to where we're at, all the way to 45.
Okay.
So that's kind of looking at our geographical square.
Little area, because at one point, because of the name changes, that's why I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was called,
That's why we got rid of, we didn't get rid of Magnolia. We say serving the greater Magnolia area.
Right.
That's our tagline. But Southwest Montgomery County gave us a bigger geographical area to serve because that's what was developing.
Right.
And then, you know, a lot of people, when you say Magnolia, they thought, well, it's just the little town of Magnolia. That's their Chamber of Commerce. Well, we had people all the way down 1488, all the way to 45, but, you know, you wouldn't think that. So it was just strategic for us to change the name.
Well, I think it's good, too, because when you do it like that, you know, you have to get the people to understand, even if it's a new business that came to the area, because they might not even be from here.
Oh, we love it because the people that are renewing their contracts.
Right.
Like, I got your invoice that says Southwest Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce. Is that Magnolia Chamber of Commerce? Yeah.
Right.
It is. And before that, it was that.
Right.
I said, yeah, we're still the Magnolia Chamber of Commerce.
But that was a smart move.
Yeah.
It was a smart move. It was, and I must say to all of the viewers, this is not something new. Like, just the name change. I mean, there's so many, because let me think. Greens Point Chamber of Commerce changed to Intercontinental. I think
Conroe. Lake Conroe.
Conroe, like, well, but
it was Lake Conroe Chamber of Commerce, and it was Conroe Lake Conroe Chamber. Because they took in all the way to Montgomery. So they did a little name change on words too.
Yeah, because what it started out, and that's. Oh, I'm glad we're talking about this, because even with your business, so let's just say a business, you go from an LLC to an S corp or a C corp. So as things grow, you have to change, and you have to have a board and a developmental district that is willing to help with this change, because it's going to keep changing like that sometimes, especially if it's growing by, you know, leaps and bounds. In 1960, I know some viewers are not from what I'm saying. They're like, okay, now she's throwing out numbers. Should we get the calculator out? But 1960 used to be called Jackrabbit Road.
Yes.
Jackrabbit Road to 1960 to then Cypress Creek Parkway. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it changed.
It changed.
Now it's the Northwest Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, so it had to change because, you know, Jackrabbit Road, you know, it's like,
two-lane road?
Right, what is that?
Things changed.
Yeah, things changed because of development, and that's just kind of where Terry's Chamber is right now. It's just changing. So tell us, like, give us some insight of, we talked about the development of homes and that. Give us some insight of other things what's on the calendar even this month for the chamber and next month. What are some of the big things that's happening that y'all going to have coming up?
So we have our normal stuff. The breakfast is the second Tuesday of the month at 7 o'clock, and it rotates to different businesses. We just had the last one at the Heights, which is a assisted living place, and it was 56 people, so very well attended. And then the luncheons we have are the fourth Thursday of the month.
Okay.
That's usually at the Magnolia Event Center, but we're going to take it on the road to Two Step Farms.
Okay.
Because they're going to have live music and the goats and everything.
Yeah.
And then we have a Magnolia Mingle, which is an after hours, which is once a quarter.
Okay.
And that kind of switches location too. All these things are on our chamber website, which is swmcchamber.org. And you can go in there and find our event calendar. But then we have our major events.
Okay.
So we have our awards banquet that we have in January.
Okay.
This is for new business of the year, Member of the Year, Volunteer of the Year, the Chairman's Award.
Right.
And then we have a big presentation, usually a big guest speaker, and somebody local celebrity
Right.
comes in and speaks. And then we have it's casino night. So we
I
play
love
for
casino
chips
night.
and then we play for prizes, right?
Right.
And we've been doing that for the last couple of years.
Right.
We have our golf tournament that we have every year in May, first weekend in May.
What do y'all have that at?
High Meadow Ranch.
Okay.
Yeah, this last year was on May the 4th, so we had a Star Wars theme golf tournament. May the 4th be with you. There goes that fun I kept talking about. We're going to have fun. And then we have the Taste This, Try That, which is what I call it, Epicurean night. It's all the food vendors and restaurant owners come in and do a sampling.
Okay.
And we invite the community. It's $20 a ticket, and you get to walk around the whole event center. We have about 80 booths, and
Oh, wow.
some of them are food. And then you have to try that, which would be like chiropractors and florists will make flowers, and they'll do all kind of things. It's a really neat event. We had about 3,000 people come last year, so well attended. Then we move into Fall Fest, which is going to be October 31st.
Okay.
Which is going to be Halloween Day. It's going to be
Yeah.
until 2 o'clock. So you can come there and do trick-or-treating with all of our
Right.
vendors and booths and craft vendors. We're going to have bounce houses and a petting zoo.
Where's that gonna be located?
Magnolia Event Center. Most of our stuff is at the Magnolia Event. We're so glad they built that place.
Yeah.
By the way. And then we move into the last thing of the year, which is our Christmas parade.
Okay.
So the Magnolia Christmas Parade of Lights, the theme is Old Town Christmas music. This year, something you would hear on the radio, you're going to decorate your float to match it.
Oh,
It's Frosty the
cool.
Snowman or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
And it's a nighttime parade, so it's a lighted parade. And that is in Unity Park. It's a 2-mile loop.
Okay.
We max out on floats every year at 100. And they're still pulling out of the junior high while the other floats are coming back in. So that's 100 is all we can fit. We can't fit any more
Right.
because we'll be still in the loop.
Yeah.
And we have food vendor trucks out there. We're going to have sound systems throughout the whole loop this year. So we'll have music, and it's just one of our
good
staple
time.
events for the city of Magnolia and Magnolia proper. So that's we still hometown feel, right?
Right.
So that's
And
the
care
hometown.
about your neighbors and
Yes.
care about your
Everybody come
businesses. Yeah.
And don't forget, I forgot we got 4th of July, but it's on the 3rd of July.
Okay.
So go after.
Okay.
It's the 3rd of July at Unity Park. We're doing that in conjunction with the city.
Okay.
And we'll be out there, and they're having fireworks at night and different stuff.
Okay.
So it'll be 2 days. So it's Friday and Saturday. Come out Friday and watch fireworks on July 3rd, and then spend it with your family on July 4th, right?
Oh, wow.
I think that works
Okay.
out well.
That's good. Okay. I didn't even know y'all did fireworks.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we've been asked to support it this year. It's not us.
Hey,
It's the
okay.
city of Magnolia.
Okay.
But
the partnership.
The partnership with the
Yeah.
city is strong. So
Yeah,
we
that's
support them.
wonderful. That's wonderful.
Love it.
So what now so a lot of our viewers have businesses, they're moving it over here. On your website, do you have like a list of like realtors and different people that maybe they can get in contact, or how can they find out more if they're moving here and want to? Is it all on your website? Or?
Yeah, if you go to SWMC Chamber,
Okay.
we don't want to try to make them spell out Southwest Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce, but swmcchamber.org.
Okay.
There's a list of all of our members
Okay.
and sponsors, and the top people like Houston Methodist Willowbrook. That's our business provider sponsor.
They're great.
They can find that. Yeah, they can find all the businesses on there. You can click on membership, and you can look at all our membership packages that we offer. The advanced ones have more marketing. So if you're opening a business and you're looking to launch, it'd be better to take on a little bit higher level membership
Yeah.
than the basic. The basic just gets you listed into the chamber directory.
Right.
We put out a magazine every year in January that has all the directory in the back of it.
Okay.
So that can be collected. It's at the chamber office. We can give it out to all our members. They have it in their coffee table magazine to leave with.
Right.
So there's a lot of ways for us to market and connect our business members and chamber members to the community. And then a lot of people just walk in the door at the chamber,
Wow.
and they want a map. Who wants a physical map anymore?
Right, I know, right?
No, we give them out. We have them.
Yeah, but they are handy though.
Yeah, they're neat.
At different points because your phone don't always work. It does not.
Every time I'm in my office, I hear somebody come in and go, well, you got a map? I go, amazingly enough,
That's
we
right,
do. We have a map.
Here you go.
It's a couple years old, but
Right.
What I wish I knew at the start. Trusting BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group with our commercial landscaping was the best decision ever. BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group has been transforming commercial spaces into green paradises. Our clients can't stop raving about us. Just listen to what they have to say.
First client review. Our property has never looked this good. 5 stars all the way.
Second client review. Professional, reliable, and simply the best in the business. 5-star service.
From lush green lawns to vibrant floral displays, we've got it all covered. Our dedicated team ensures your property not only looks great but stands out.
Third client review. Their attention to detail is incredible. Our landscaping has never been in better hands. 5 stars.
Whether you're a business or an individual, BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group brings expertise, reliability, and a touch of magic to every project. Ready to transform your property? Join the 5-Star Club! Because at BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group, we believe every property deserves to shine. BlueScorpion Property Preservation Management Group, where properties thrive.
So what are some of the hidden gems that are out there in the area that, you know, people should maybe didn't even know? Because I was just in Houston talking to some Houston part of a developmental district, and there were some hidden gems I didn't know about it in Houston. But is there anything that stands out that you want to, you know, let people know, hey, don't forget to swing by, you know, the park because it has this, or anything new, or
these developments are really making all the new entertainment come out this way. So I mean, you know, between the Texas Renaissance Festival,
right,
and
is it still going on? Since you've left?
Yep.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
still October and November.
Okay.
8 weekends.
It brings out a lot of
A
people.
lot of people come back. Thank God we solved the traffic problem.
Yeah.
We got the flyover now, so we don't have to jam it up. And when I was there, everybody hated me because of the traffic. And then, of course, the lagoon, it should be opening soon. That's going to be another great attraction for the public to come to. And then,
So that's open to the public.
Open
The
to the
blue.
public.
Okay.
and the residents, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
the
kind of
the Renaissance. I've been quite a few times, but the blue, that's going to be open up to everybody.
Magnolia, yeah, the lagoon area. It's
How
gonna be open.
how you said how many
4
acres?
acres.
4 acres.
So we went to the grand opening and got to take up a lift
Right.
and go and look at it. You got swim up bars, volleyball courts, white sandy beaches.
When is that coming?
Yeah,
I
it's
need
supposed
to get.
July is when they said, "Oh,
Okay.
don't count
I
on that."
know, right? But
It's
soon,
soon it will be open, right?
Well, I tell you what, I definitely will be.
Yeah,
I
those
definitely
kind
will
of
be
things are
there.
just that's what's going to be out here,
Right.
in the middle of our area, Southwest Montgomery County,
Right.
and it's going to be a tourist destination for a lot of people to come
Right.
out, and then the people that live out here is going to have some place to go
Right.
on a
Well,
regular basis.
And that's the thing, and that's what I talk about the beauties of stuff. When you don't have to get in your car to go drive, maybe to Galveston, and no pun on anybody's, other areas, but I'm saying the best thing to do when you can to have the most time with your family is live, work, play in the same area, and you have all these amenities, just like anybody else,
Don't spend it in the car.
Yeah, because who wants to sometimes drive 2 or 3 hours just to get into a theme park, and then, the biggest theme park, everybody, and I'm about to tell my age, is Astorworld. Astorworld. Every kid around the world was driving or getting dropped off at Astorworld. So to have things that mimic that in your area where, you don't have to drive as far or anything. But back then we did drive. Everybody, whether you lived in Houston or outside of Houston, you were getting to Astorworld, because that was the summer fun.
I used to ride the Metro bus there
That's what I'm saying.
from Aldine.
Really?
My mom would let me get on a Metro bus and drive all the way to Astorworld. People think I'm
You
crazy
said
for that
Aldine,
now.
and that's why. Now, am I being
I went to Aldine
revealed?
High School, yeah.
I did too, Terry. What's
Did
your
you really?
year?
93.
Terry, get out of here.
Are we in the same
We
class?
graduated together.
Is that right?
Terry, how we just?
It sounds good. Yeah, 1993.
Me too.
Yeah, I was a cheerleader on the
Now this is gonna
Silver
be a
Spur
good
dance team.
This
Yeah,
is gonna be a good
Yeah.
You sure was, because
Me
I
and-
remember.
me and Heath Hardy and
yeah,
a
those
bunch
were
of
the best
us.
years.
Yeah, we had just as many
Terry,
guy
we didn't know
cheerleaders
what-
as we had girl.
We didn't know each other like that. That we knew each other. That we graduated. We walked the stage together.
And that's
This gonna
funny.
be the best podcast ever. This is funny.
Aldine, give me an A.
Hey.
Where's Coach Smith at?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
We turned the corner there.
I know, right? Right? Wow, that's amazing. So you remember even the look, we didn't turn this into a family reunion. But you remember what is the golf carts in the school. They used to zoom back and
Yes,
forth
they
doing
did.
it, you know,
They
and
weren't
they
little-
actually still do
They weren't
it.
golf carts. They were those little weird carts that had a front one wheel.
Yeah, I was like, was that a golf cart? What was that?
They tip over.
Yeah, I remember that back in the day, and it was blue because it had our logo. It was wrapped in our school, you know, and the school was so huge, and our graduation class, it was like 2,000 and something people graduated.
That was big.
They don't have that no. Graduation
losing
classes.
attendance.
Yeah.
They're losing attendance and they're closing down schools because of the
Yeah.
growth that's coming out into here and everywhere else.
Right.
It's kind of
Right.
we're blessed to be where we're at, right? Because
Isn't that amazing?
to think about that.
We just had a family reunion.
We could be in a declining area, and we're in a boom.
We're in a boom.
But Aldine was amazing. I
It was
loved it.
amazing.
It was such a
We
fun
went to
school to go to.
championship.
Oh, 1990s, yeah.
Yeah.
State champ, national champ.
National
Yeah.
champions.
We were all there at the same time.
Terry, I can't even believe we just had a family reunion.
When we get off this, we're gonna have to talk some more.
Y'all don't get that.
We're going to know something more about each other.
That's
I'm looking at you right now.
funny.
Did we date?
Oh, I know. Hey, but you know what's wild is that you in a good school district too.
Yes. Magnolia is great.
Amazing school
Yeah.
district.
Oh God, yeah. Dr. Bullock,
Amazing.
Eric Morris, that whole leadership is just awesome. We shared a lot of information for the bond, and
Right.
we were so happy that when that passed, because we're going to get a third high school and a couple elementary schools, and just the support that they give to the chamber, and vice versa, that the chamber member give to the ISD, because with good schools come great communities.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what builds the whole.
And that's
area.
what make people want to move
That's right.
to areas, because if it's not, a good school district, or it has a bad reputation, or they have to do a lot to change the reputation of the school
We
district.
don't have to do that.
And you don't have to do that. And that's what makes people say, you know what, I wanna live, work, play here. They have this amenity, they have this, and it's still growing to bring in other stuff. Now there is also, beyond the school district is good, there is what neighborhood is that? They're putting in an HEB, a neighborhood HEB, which I've never heard of, a neighborhood HEB, but it's in they have the sign up already.
Well,
They have the sign up already.
We
and
got the
it's-
Walmart coming too.
Oh, really? I didn't know the Walmart was coming too.
Right
Okay.
there, yeah, downtown Magnolia.
Well,
behind
you
the-
build it,
behind
everybody
the
comes.
behind the Walgreens. Yeah,
Wow.
everybody's coming this way.
Yeah, and that whole
that's good.
strip of 1488 from the right to the left is all new.
That's right.
That's amazing.
fun.
From Texas Roadhouse all the way
Texas Roadhouse, where I go probably once a week. Yeah, I love
from
it.
all the way down from right side of the street to the left side of the street, all the way down.
But even with Texas Roadhouse, which we all love,
Yeah.
we also got like the meeting place, which is like the best
Yeah.
barbecue in
Yeah.
3 counties, right? And we still got those hidden small business owners
Right.
that were here and are going to stay here and grow with the community as well. So we just don't realize how blessed we are to live in Magnolia and
Right.
in the Southwest Montgomery County area. It's so much fun to be here right now.
It is. And I found a hidden gem over there for it. So I'm going to bring the hidden gem because I found a hidden gem. I actually found it on TikTok. I think my son found it. Yeah, my son found it for me. It's a pizza place. I have to put the name in the comment section when this airs, but it's a pizza place that you go through a bookcase or something.
Oh yeah, that's
I
yeah.
can't. I can't.
It's a wine place on 1774. It's got a speakeasy behind it.
Yeah, and then it's got like.
I can't think of the name either.
I can't
but we
think of
went
the
there,
name.
and the guy goes, "You want to sit in this area? You want to go in the speakeasy?" And I go, "Where's the speakeasy?" He gets behind the bookcase. And we went back. That's where we go every time now.
Yeah, that's where I go now.
little bar, yeah.
I'm like, I want to go behind bookcase now.
Oh yeah, you have
So
to
it's
remember the
pretty
name.
cool
Yeah,
that
there's cool stuff.
it's a different concept, and they open up the bookcase and walk you back there, and it's like a full-fledged place going on back there. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. But even the engineering thought process to bring something like that to the area, you know what I'm saying? Is something like that would usually be downtown. Spindletop is coming back.
Yes.
A lot of people with prom did Spindletop. That was our go-to, it is your fancy restaurant, Spindletop. And I'm glad that's coming back. But a lot of things are amazing now, that you see when you come to different areas.
Well, they got so much creativity in business. They all got to have a hook. What makes you different than the next guy?
Right.
And these things that are coming out here, they're all giving so much thought and creativity into the communities, to the businesses, to the restaurants, and again, it's just so awesome to live out
It
here.
is.
Yep. We're
So,
blessed.
well, we're going to be wrapping it up. But before we do, I want you, if there's any last thoughts that you would like to share about your area to the viewers, and then give them information on how to contact the chamber, I know we did it a couple of times, but I'm big on chambers, y'all. You know, when you get connected to an area, I believe you should, find, if it has it, a developmental district, go to meetings, go to your chamber of commerce, go get maps.
Go get you a physical map.
Go get you a physical map. No, but what can you share, like your last comments about your area, and then give them your contact?
I go back to, we have an amazing board. We have great relationships with all our elected officials. And that probably doesn't exist everywhere.
Right.
So, and we're blessed to be in an area that is developing and growing.
Right.
No, not everybody, wants that sometimes, but if you're in a business community, which is what we're in right now, you look at it and really kind of are excited about what's happening. You can always call us at the chamber office. We have an easy remember phone number. It's 281-356-1488, which, it's kind of hard to miss the 1488.
Right.
And then the swmcchamber.org is our website. And, obviously Google works great. So Google it if you can't remember it. And come by and visit us. Our door's always open. We have people walk in the office, and I come out from the back hooting and hollering, and we end up finding a connection that we probably went to high school with this guy.
Right.
It's funny. It's a small world.
It is.
It's so small.
But see, that's why relationships matter,
Yes.
because, most of the time it's either me or my staff, mainly me a lot of times. I reach out and I say, hey, I would like you on my show, da-da-da-da. Now, what if I was a mean, just nasty? Terry would have remembered that.
So I remember you now.
Yeah, I remember you now. You used to bully me. No. But, that's the importance, and I say that on my show all the time, is about having, when you do, there's going to be transactions in business that you don't necessarily, but it's how you handle them. Because you can even make a bad transaction a great transaction by how you handle somebody. And they could have just been having a bad day.
That's right.
They could have just not, you don't know what they were told an hour before you met them or anything. So I tried my best always, even when I was in high school. I was a little nerd. But even in high school, I always tried to do my best in making sure that, and nobody really taught me that. It just kind of came along in life, to just be mentally cautious of people.
Respect all people.
Yeah, because you
Yep.
just never know what they could have experienced.
There's a Chick-fil-A video, and I don't know if you've ever seen it. They play it at their training, and it goes around the room, and it talks about, and it kind of hovers over people and says she just lost her husband, and this person is trying to figure out how they're going to pay their next bill.
Right.
And you go around and you think, this is what's happening around me every second of every day.
Yep.
People are in different situations, and you just got to
Give
get them grace and love.
Give grace, yeah. We both
Grace
say
and love.
it
Yep.
together, grace. You got to
Grace
give
and
people
love.
grace, yeah, because
Amen.
that's important. Well, thank you again for coming out. I love, y'all probably want to be flies on the wall when the cameras go off now, because I'm like, oh dang, wait a minute, what year? That's so, I love doing my show, because we have so many funny moments. And always. And so while you're out there, just remember, in business, relationships matter. And when you're watching things, just give a little grace out there. And as always, I say, stay healthy, wealthy, and wise, and we will do the same. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.
Thank you.
That is so funny. I actually remember you, now I remember you.